Hey guys, welcome to Sports Maestros TV. We continue our countdown into looking at the transfer business of EPL clubs in January. Which club did the best business? Which club did the worst? Our earlier video was looking at the bottom 5 clubs. If you are yet to see that video, please rush and see that now. Like our page, subscribe to the page, click on the notification button so that you can get our content as soon as we drop them.
Also put your comments.
Oh yes, and then put your comments too. Let's know which clubs will be your bottom 5. Today, we'll quickly run through our top 5 clubs. Which clubs did the best business in the just concluded window? Radic, who are in your top 5?
Well, my top 5, I'll be starting from number 5.
All right.
Till we get to number 1. These teams actually performed well in the January transfer windows.
Okay.
They were very, very active in the market. My number 5 team will be Leeds United.
Wow.
You know, you see a club battling relegation and they go into the market the way they went into the market. They looked at where they were lacking and they put players there. Signing Weston McKennie was a fantastic deal. You know, signing him from Juventus to boost that midfield. You get from the wings, boost the attack of the squad. Then you look at
Ruta
from Hoffenheim. You know, a 20-year-old who already has 57 matches under his belt
in the
Bundesliga with a team of Hoffenheim pedigree. You know, so putting that guy a forward, going for the forward and putting him in the team shows that it shows real intent, shows that they want to get goals because they know they are lacking in that department.
And Wuba too has shown some promise already.
And Wuba has shown some promises, you know, especially the last match, the first match against Manchester United. He did perfectly well.
It was very solid.
You know, and I like when teams strategically go for players. You know, you have a forward, you have a midfielder, you have a defender. You know, bolster your midfield, boost your defense, boost your attack. So my number 5 is definitely Leeds United.
Number 5, Leeds United. 4 excellent players came in. You mentioned Ruta, there's Wuba, then McKennie, you know. And so, Montero also came from Servette. So, excellent business that Leeds did during the January window.
Sure.
So, who is at number 4?
My number 4. Yeah, I had a lot of deliberation between the number 3 and number 4, but I've settled for Wolves.
Okay.
Wolves performed fantastically well in the transfer window. You know, they went out and signed 6 players. You know, and the wonderful signing they had was the signing of Cunha from Atletico Madrid. You know, bringing Cunha into the club showed a lot of intent on their part. You know, they also signed Lemina. They signed Sarabai from PSG. You know, Lemina is a player that is used to the Premiership. He knows the Premiership game. You know, bringing that kind of player to come and boost your midfield is a very perfect way of entering into the January window.
Lemina came from Nice.
Yeah,
Craig
Dawson, a seasoned defender. You know, bringing that experience into the team. It was perfectly executed. You know, they went for experience. They went for flair. In the Sarabai, you know, Cunha, I love that guy. Love that guy in Atletico Madrid. Attacks from every angle, you know. So they were fantastic in the window.
Let me do this now, Radic. We've seen players coming from the La Liga and flop in the Premiership.
Yeah, we have. You know, but the way Cunha plays, it reminds me of a Tevez. You know, all those aggressive play, players that are aggressive, they want to get their goal. You know, they want to achieve their goals. You know, and those kind of players do well in the Premiership.
Radic is definitely a Cunha supporter. So let's go to number 3.
My number 3, they did few signings, but they were right on point with their signings. Arsenal.
All right.
Wonderful. signed 3 players, signed someone in the defensive department, signed in the middle of the field. Our midfield maestro, Jorginho, you know.
Why would Chelsea ever let Jorginho go?
That was a big loss. That was a big loss, you know, especially considering the fact that the midfield is lacking, you know. Kante is injured, Kovacic is injured, lost to Chick just coming back into the team, you know, not yet match fit, and you went ahead to sell your midfield genius, you know, someone that strings those passes together, and it's a big game for Arsenal because it perfectly suits Arsenal's style of play.
It came cheap, £12 million.
It came cheap, but we should also consider the fact that it was just 1.5 years with a possibly 1 year extension, you know. But that kind of game suits him. He can locate people to give them all those passes.
How about Trossard?
Trossard. Perfect signing, you know. I love that guy. You know. While he was in Brighton, the first half of the season, you know, he was arguably your best player.
Yes.
You know, and you have to consider the fact that Gabriel Jesus was on injury, so they wanted somebody to fill in that position. You know, Nketiah is doing perfectly well, but he needs support. So bringing Trossard was a fantastic idea. You know, so their signings were strategic.
All right. There's an unknown quantity, if I can call that. You know, the third player they signed.
He's a defender.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a defender. You know, we know Arsenal to do such deals. You know, you just bring someone from somewhere, bring Gabriel from Brazil, bring him into the team. Players you did not know, and before you know it, bring Tomiyasu brought Tomiyasu into the team. They are good at signing unknown players who, at the end of the day, become very useful to them.
So hope Jacob Kiwior do well at Arsenal.
I believe he will.
Number 2, then, quickly.
My number 2, the club that has bought a whole squad. You know, 27 players. That is Nottingham Forest.
That is a whole club post-COVID.
You know, going into the market and buying 21 players in the summer actually shows serious intent. It shows that they don't only want to fight in the league. They don't only want to fight battle in the league. They want to go probably to Europe, you know. And you see the way they've gone about their signing a lot of experienced players. So with signing 21 players in summer, you feel they will just take their foot off the pedal a bit. But January, they still went ahead and signed another 6 players into the...
But Radic, let me ask this. You know, someone will say, yes, 21 players during summer, and you are still in the relegation places.
Yes.
You know, you look at the list of players that have come in January. Players, yes, experienced players though, but you know, they are no longer 23 or 24.
Yes, you know.
What would you say?
I can't help but go back to the days of Sam Allardyce and that Bolton, you know, because this team actually reminds me of that Bolton, you know, where the Bolton that had Okocha, that had Jokaev, that had Campo,
a number of old players
that bring experience into the team. You know, it is that experience that helps them. You know, it helped them. And remember, Bolton actually finished 7th.
In the season.
You know. Bringing experience will actually also help the young guys in the team. You know, the likes of the Awoniyi, the experienced players in the team will help those guys grow. You know.
So far, Awoniyi, quick verdict: hit or miss?
So far, it's still a miss.
Miss. All right.
Still a miss.
Okay.
But I believe maybe in the second half of the season or probably next season, it will be used to the Premiership.
So I hope Taiwo Awoniyi can hear us. We want better. Thank you. Number 1.
My number 1. The club that has spent over £500 million in pounds. In pounds, not dollars. Not euro.
Your Chelsea.
My Chelsea. You know, they've done fantastic business. Although I think they spent a lot, too much on those players.
Okay.
But
would you not say that's fantastic business? Would you say buying a player from Shakhtar Donetsk? I keep asking this at 89 million pounds. He is no Paul Pogba. Do you think that's fantastic business?
For Mudryk and for Enzo Fernandez, I would say we paid too much for them, because you look at Enzo Fernandez just got signed to Benfica 7 months ago.
Indeed.
No, 7 months ago. So even before he got to Benfica, he was in River Plate in Argentina. It wasn't in a top tier league, you know.
So he's only got 7 months of European experience, and then you bring him in at a British record.
You know, and considering the fact that those Benfica actually signed him for 10 million.
Wow.
They signed him for 10 million pounds and sold him 107 million pounds. That's crazy, you know. And Mudryk from Shakhtar Donetsk, I'm sure most people did not know about Mudryk 2 years ago.
One other thing, Radic, you look at the structure of Chelsea at the moment. So many players coming in at once. Do you think that we've got the right management for these players?
No shades thrown at Potter, but honestly, I believe Potter is not the right man for the job.
Wow.
You spent a lot of money. You spent over $500 million. Only for you to get a coach from an average team to come and steer the team to
a mid-table team.
A mid-table team, you know. Yes, what he did in Brighton was commendable.
What did he do at Brighton?
Bringing them from relegation team to battling in the first half of the other side of the log, you know. But then, if you want to spend that kind of money, you want a seasoned coach, a coach that has won something, won the league, won the Champions League, won some cups, you know, because that is how you can instill confidence
and
respect, you know,
from the players.
That is how you can. Players want to believe that they have a coach that will lead them to victory.
A coach who knows all, who has seen it all. Exactly. A coach who can put Lawrence on the table. A coach who's got an impressive resume.
Yeah, an impressive resume, you know. How can you bring someone that has not won anything and you expect him to win the league? Do you know how many matches it takes to win the league? Do you know the kind of mentality the players need to have? Who puts the mentality into the players?
Yes, and the sense of direction from their manager. So, you know, it's a brilliant point that you are making, Radic. And for us as Sports Maestro, we are saying that Chelsea do not need a championship manager to manage a Champions League team.
Of course, we don't. We need a big coach, you know. We need a seasoned manager, you know. We have the likes of Zidane, you know. We have Hansi Flick, you know. We have coaches that can win things, you know. They've already proven themselves in the clubs they've managed.
All right, Radic. I hope the managers we mentioned would contact you and pay you something in the area of agency.
I hope somebody teaches that man. I hope somebody teaches that man how to spend his money. One, I hope somebody teaches that man how to run a club, a football club. This is not a basketball club.
All right, you've heard from a Chelsea fan. Tell us, what do you think? Is Graham Potter the right man for Chelsea? Have Chelsea done the right business in this transfer window? The players that came in. This is where we'll be leaving the discussion, but you can take it up further. Go to our comment section and put in your thoughts, and then share your list of top 5 most active clubs in the January transfer window with us. And for us, we'd also like you to do us another favor. Click the subscribe button, click the notification button, follow the page, and then we'll keep serving you juicy content every time. I will be signing off at this point at Sports Maestro TV. Thank you very much.